wide, trying to grab positions at the line as Rosenquist leads the field down into the Andretti hairpin.
We've seen side by side and 1 and 2 before, but there's contact. Scott McLaughlin looks like Newgarden. I see lots of cars involved. Yuri Vips.
2 of the 3 Team Penske Chevys are off.
And Rita's VK, so 5 cars with contact.
You're broken there.
There's Graham Rahal in the I-Packet car. That's the green car.
I'm in neutral here. I just need a refire. Front one.
Let's see what happens here. Yuri Vips is back here with Graham Rahal. And just a little bump.
So that was Marcus Armstrong got into the back of Graham Rahal.
Yeah,
I think that turned him into Yuri Vips.
Yes. It wasn't Yuri's fault. He locks up there though. But watch this. 3 into 2. And that's what gets Graham sideways, and then Vips gets tagged and goes across in front of him. There's carbon fiber flying everywhere.
So it sort of started from a 3-wide break with Armstrong in the middle.
Because USAC Silver Crown is here in the morning.
Yellow.
What do we have?
Oh, no. Power.
Ericsson. Big hit coming off of 2.
Oh, no. And
Scott McLaughlin.
McLaughlin's in the grass, hopefully without contact.
I wonder if this was a car coming off of the pit lane.
Or somebody spinning coming off of the pit lane, like gassing it up.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And losing it.
On the XL lane.
The grass is still wet. Or what was the cause of this one? It was Will losing it, and Ericsson is the innocent bystander.
Wow. So
that's nose to nose. That's a rare kind of impact, too.
And I'm surprised how much that shredded the front of the number 8 of Marcus Ericsson. That was a lot of damage. So just high in 2.
Pretty big speed differential, because right here, Will Power's jumping on the brakes.
Oh.
And I sure hope that the front part of Ericsson's tub wasn't compromised, where the nose cone bolts on. Oh, McLaughlin had spun.
There we go.
It was Power's teammate Scott McLaughlin who had spun, as you suggested, coming out of the pits. Power went high, got in the marbles, got in the wall, then lost it. So massive chain reaction there.
With only 1 lap, so yeah, we'll get back on it. The car's going to be ready, hopefully, and we should be okay.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Wow, look at this. Will Power and Scott Dixon are off, and Power is incensed.
This is not something that you see often here in practice. Man, I have never seen Will Power that fired up. Will Power, Romain Grosjean, Scott Dixon moving slowly there. And he, oh, wow.
He let Grosjean go by and didn't know Power was coming.
He's just trying to, oh, wow. And straight into concrete as well. No tire barriers there, no safer barriers.
Oh, that's big damage for both cars.
Will has every right to be upset about that. From his onboard, just listen. Absolutely nothing Will Power can do in that scenario. Just clearly a huge miscommunication on the 9 stand.
And there are not spotters all around the course.
No, you could see Scott Dixon say, I was trying to get out of the way. He probably thought there was a bigger gap in between the 28 and the 12 and was trying to give Power the line. Dixon was on the racing line, essentially.
Side of the racetrack there, trying to go too wide, further back. You see Rossi, and there's 2 cars side by side.
Big rear lock. Colin Hurd. Oh, we have a car up and over. Kyle Kirkwood's involved. That looks like Jack Harvey as well. Renus VK in the tires. Huge accident. Yellow flag is out.
That's the second.
You're all right.
Second car airborne.
Second fully airborne car. Kyle Kirkwood
car is not.
Cleared a tabletop.
Check out, look further back down the track.
It's Rossi and Graham Rahal.
So you see Renus VK, he's got Joseph Newgarden on the inside of him. Joseph Newgarden pulls the move off. Renus just gets into the dirty part of the racetrack. Jack Harvey absolutely nowhere to go. David Malukas collects a bit of contact as Kyle Kirkwood just pulls.
You see how it slammed down?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Diff. Coming down from this altitude, IndyCars have suspension, but it's not any good coming down from, I mean, that rear end is 7-8 feet in the air, and it's going to come down like a jackhammer. Listen to this.
Here are the teammates. side by side. Colton Herter on that low side. Romain Grosjean on the high side. Dixon watching what's going on. 2 cars in the wall. Graham Rahal.
Devlin DiFrancesco, I believe, as well.
This is what happened last year.
Same 2.
Same 2 guys.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go, man.
Oh, boy.
Such a good run going for Devlin DiFrancesco. Been running near or in the top 10.
That car has heavy damage to
all 4
the
corners.
tub. It was on the back straight, and what happened? Something broke on DiFrancesco's car, maybe. It looked like the front steering was towed in. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. He was coming into pit lane and slid up onto the racetrack, maybe.
I think he was broken. I think he must have hit the exit wall at turn 2 and was skidding down the racetrack. From the onboard here at Graham Rahal.
This is a scary ride.
So I wonder.
I just can't figure out why.
Well, the right rear's damaged, I think, and
I think
the
you're
right front.
I think he hit in turn 2 on the exit, maybe slid to the inside wall as well, and was just trying to pedal it back. Wow, so lucky for Graham Rahal.
And he was trying his best to bring it as far left as he could before tagging that left rear of DiFrancesco's and flying.
Rossi's in the orange car. Ferrucci goes to the high side. These two did not like each other in practice on Friday, and Ward goes to the front.
Ward on the inside of Marcus Ericsson and spins! Pato O'Ward has crashed out of the Indianapolis 500.
That was a wild ride for Pato O'Ward. Thought about going to the inside, came up, went back down for a late move. Other cars involved. Augustine Canapino moving slowly, and it looks like one of the Meyer Shankage. Oh! No control, obviously, for Canapino. Hits the stopped car of Pato O'Ward. Carnage in 3.
Simon Pagenaud.
Watch the black and white car to your right.
You see that late pop out. He faded to the right, then dives back left. He goes all the way into the grass hounds, and you saw his left sides hit the dirt.
Look at the save from Ericsson,
so high.
I'm pretty sure there was contact right front to Ericsson's left rear, and Ericsson did a beautiful job to save it. Here's a tight shot of O'Ward. Heavy right rear impact.
It reminds me so much of that turn 1 2012 Dario Franchitti to Kumasato going for the win at the 500. So lucky that car came back down and didn't ride along the wall and get the nose up into the catch fence there. But you're right, huge save from Marcus Ericsson. Look at that.
Now the other question is, what happened to Pagenaud and Canapino?
Well, obviously this happening right at the front of the field, you're going to check up a lot of drivers. You see that the right rear is basically gone in Augustine.
That was a massive hit for 10 miles an hour.
There's a lot of vertical.
This is Pagenaud.
Oh, he just gets run into. Like, was that McLaughlin, maybe?
It sure did look like McLaughlin.
Here's Augustine Canapino. Listen. Oh.
Side by side, this is where we've seen so many problems in contact already for a McLaren.
I think that's Rosenquist. Felix Rosenquist with more damage in the back. The track is total chaos.
Looks like Devlin DiFrancesco airborne. Simon Pagenaud I see in the wall. His teammate Helio Castroneves sideways. Huge accident down the track is blocked. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a red flag here.
And Stingray Rob, one of the 4 rookies involved. I think Benjamin Peterson as well. 2 of the 4 in that crash are rookies. That is huge, and that's what can happen on street course racing.
Let's take a look at where it started.
You're going to see Rosenquist, I believe, there. That's his teammate, those 2 orange and blue McLarens. And then further back, I'm not even sure this was related.
It looks like maybe, I want to say it was Santino Ferrucci. No, David Malukas, I think. No, Santino Ferrucci, sorry. And the black car got into the back. Oh, my goodness. Of one of the Shank cars.
I think it was Ferrucci and Castroneves that came together further back. Castroneves looks like he got hit from behind and spun.
And you see Devlin DiFrancesco stopped and gets hit by Benjamin Peterson, and that's what launches his car up in the air. I've never seen a hit quite like that. Here's an onboard from Simon Pagenaud.
Crashing. Stay left, go right.
Oh boy, somebody's running up hard. Our first crash. Who is that? It's Catherine Legg in the wall and Stefan Wilson. You can see that coming from a mile away. Catherine Legg didn't realize that the field was checking up, and she goes right into the back of the 24.
This is the first major moment of the month of May. It has been clear practice, clear qualifying until now.
Just don't understand what happened there. I mean, Catherine Legg was closing at a high rate of speed into the back of Stefan Wilson. It didn't appear like there was any side-by-side racing going on, and there was actually a pretty good gap spread between the next 3 or 4 cars in front. It didn't appear like there was a massive checkup happening either. So
that tire advantage is not nothing, though, guys, as we see Joseph Newgarden on the outside of Felix Rosenqvist, moves that shell car.
Oh!
Felix in the wall, big time.
This is going to be a big hit right here. I don't know if he's going to keep it out of the turn 2 wall.
Oh no! Kirkwood! Ooh! Kirkwood upside down!
Guys, this will be a red flag, almost certainly. Huge impact.
This will decipher what happened. Right-hand side of your screen is Rosenqvist. Newgarden goes around him, getting a little high.
Yeah, when the car in front of you comes down, it takes a bit of the air off your front wing. You lose some front grip. Joseph left him some room on the bottom. It's not like he took all the racetrack, you see that, but Felix just getting in the dirty air, and then, yeah, once you hit that
point,
wall,
that right front steering arm is broken, and he can't steer the car. He's out of control and just a passenger. And here comes Kyle Kirkwood, almost avoids it as the left rear comes off. And a vicious crash for Kirkwood. Cockpit first along the safer barrier.
Outside, nothing behind him.
see what I want to see from Felix there is be down below the white line. You know that Joseph's going to come down, and here it just spins it. Oh.
Oh, worst position to be in as a driver.
And you see that wheel that was ripped from Kyle Kirkwood's car.
That very first pit stall, it gets congested even leaving pit road. It's hard to find a gap.
Oh!
Big trouble.
That is Simon Pagenaud barrel rolling.
I had no brake. I'm okay. I had no brake.
Oh, that's great to hear that he's okay.
Wow.
Frightening that he did not have brakes.
That is in turn
Jack, glad you're okay.
4, I believe, downhill off the back straightaway.
And that is reminiscent of, what, 1998? Michael Andretti doing a barrel roll here?
Exactly. In
Same
an
spot.
exact same situation with a mechanical issue for Andretti, who had an end fence stuck in his suspension.
I had no brake.
Enter your mind.
Immediately. You're in a bit of shock.
Oh!
Wow. Huge credit to the aero screen. We get another long shot of it. We did see some tire smoke, but it's unclear if that would be from a locked tire. More than likely, that would have been Simon trying to get... Oh, my goodness. You can see his hands pulled back to his chest, probably grabbing his shoulder belts. And again, I'm going to go back to the good news of that, if there is any, is that is energy dissipation and it's deceleration of the race car before he gets to that narrow tire stack on the concrete barrier. As Simon waves to the crowd, and I'm sure he will be processing everything he just experienced, which, like I said, is throat and stomach kind of moment.